Okay, with another game review. I won this game, 88% accuracy, a performance rated 2200 by the chess.com engine. And let's start with the game review. d4 as usual, d5, c4, e5. This is the Albin Countergambit that is described by chess.com as a sharp opening that starts with e5 attacking the d4 pawn and allowing the dark square bishop and queen, let me read, to develop. I see. And here I played the book move, taking the e-pawn with the d-pawn. Black pushes the d-pawn to d4 and I can develop my knight in f3. Another book move by black, knight in c6. And here we are with the first, with my first inaccuracy. The chess.com engine says your best move was to prepare your bishop for development. So push the g2 pawn in g3 and then fianchetto the bishop, the light square bishop. Which is indeed an idea that I had during the game, but still I played bishop in g5. Good move by black. I was threatening the queen. Black blocks with the bishop, and I'm happy to trade bishops. Since in the Albin Countergambit, the dark square bishop is the one that can cause troubles. Pawn in g3, because now I want to develop my light square bishop. Castle by black. And bishop finally in g2. Black activates its rook and I can castle. Again, the chess.com engine says that I need to develop my knight in b3, but I don't like knight on the side of the board, so I prefer putting my king to safety. Black reroutes the knight in g6 to attack 3 times the pawn in e5 that at this point is lost, and I can develop my knight in d2. Knight takes the pawn in e5 and I trade the knights. Now this is an inaccuracy, even if the position is still is almost equal, but I want to protect the pawn in c4. The engine prefers to develop the knight in b3, but still this looks like a reasonable move by me. Pawn in c6, and I activate my f-rook. Inaccuracy by black that puts the bishop in g4, attacking my pawn in e2, and I kicked the bishop with pawn h3. The bishop goes back to h5. Here probably the better move was to retreat the bishop in f5. And here, okay, I made this move because I want to trade pieces, because I don't like this position and I prefer to trade pieces. The engine wants me to play pawn g4, attacking the bishop. The problem is that so far my king is safe. If I start to push those pawns, the position becomes very uncomfortable for me, and I think it can be very dangerous for me to have the king exposed when, however, there are two minor pieces on the board and the queens and the rooks. So, knight takes knight. I take back with my bishop, attacking its bishop. Trade of bishops. I take with my pawn. Rook takes rook, and I take with my queen. Now, as you can see, I have one problem to solve, which is the d pawn, which is well protected by the queen, and soon will be protected also by the c pawn. However, the material is equal. As you can see, the position is still slightly better for black, but still my king is safe. Once it will be in g2, it will be very safe. So black pushes the c pawn to protect the d pawn. I centralize my queen because I want to control more squares it is possible to control. This is a suboptimal move by black that wants to create a pawn chain. And here my plan is to bring the rook in the center. Here I don't want to double on the e-file, because here my plan is, suppose that black plays something like that. Here my plan is this one, because I want to attack this pawn chain. However, the game went differently, because now black blundered. The idea of black was to attack my h3 pawn, which I can easily protect with king in g2, but that will be a missed move, because I have forced mate in 2, because the rook is unprotected. I can take with check, and now the only thing that black can do to prevent back rank checkmate is to block with the queen that can be captured, and this is checkmate. So this is I played well in this game. I'm finally back above 1600 Elo rating. Let's see if there is something we can learn from. So, Albin Countergambit, I played the book moves, and I have to remember that no need to rush with the development of the dark squared bishop. The idea in this kind of position, in this kind of opening, is to fianchetto the light square bishop, so pawn in g3, best move. Black can continue the development, and I can fianchetto the light square bishop, and again, what can, let's see what can black do. Maybe an idea is to fianchetto the bishop. No, that would be an error. This one. No. What's the best move in this position? Maybe this, attacking that pawn and developing the knight. I don't know. I don't maybe this one. Okay. Double the attack on the pawn. Okay. Okay, back with the game, and then let's see other ideas. I don't like this. Oh, here the best move for black is to take. Take. The position is better for white, but good luck defending on this, because of course we need the knight in f3 covering h4, because otherwise the queen can land on this square and threatening check, and threatening a lot of nasty stuff on h2 or f2. But so the position is better for white, because white has is up one piece, but the king is quite exposed, at least for my tastes, and yes, honestly, but probably if you know how to play chess, you have to play the engine move, this one. But if you are like me, who clearly don't know how to play good chess, trying to trade pieces in this position is the safer option. So, enough for this game. See you in the next video. Ciao ciao!